just in a normal way, but in a special way. With myself, the specialist, right here, JusCoolRadio.com.
So hold on.
Nothing but good music.
Ain't go. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to preach. I can't wait to kiss you. I can't wait to hold you.
Definitely more talking than music today. You will get some music in between, but you know when the guests roll in,
Ain't go. I can't wait to put my arms around your
we'll
mom.
keep it action-packed, man.
Your sister.
And I definitely want to introduce my first guest this morning. No, seriously. Definitely want to introduce my first guest.
Yes, indeed.
He's in the building.
Yes, indeed. How you doing, my
boy.
brother?
How we doing? How we doing?
I'm good, you know.
How's my levels? How's my levels here?
How's mine?
How's mine? They're good? They all good? Yep.
Well, I'm on the TV. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
What's going on, King?
we're going on all networks this morning. All
Yeah, man,
networks.
I love that, man. Sure
Love
is.
that. How we sounding? Can we hear ourselves? We're good? Can't hear nothing. But it's all good though, yeah? It's all good. Okay, just checking. So listen, officially room number 1. Now, we're supposed to have done this a couple of weeks ago, but we just had a bit of a...
Things happen.
It's just one of them situations. Things happen. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And you know what they say? No time like the present. No time like the present. So my good standing friend for years.
Long time, man.
Long time. We got the legend, the OG in the building. Hip-hop fans, music fans. I think you're really going to enjoy this one this morning. Because to be fair, and I'm going to say this, Rods, you've been to my show a couple of times.
Yeah.
But we never done the long thing.
Nah,
it was more like you
past
running in,
duty,
and it was like literally 15 minutes. You're like, special, I'm on a move, I got a festival, I got to go and meet skits now. I remember, then when you came to Buzz, literally 20 minutes, played a track. That's when Raheem Devon was there, remember?
Okay, yeah, you know what? I got pictures from that day.
Yeah, do you remember?
Yeah, I still got them.
Yeah, like literally, you run in 15 minutes, played your track.
And I had to slide out.
And I'm like, do you know what?
It was a Saturday morning them times.
Saturday morning.
I was on the motorway.
Yeah. And I was like, do you know what? Even though Rodney's been to the show a couple of times, but we haven't done like a history on Rodney.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's been too rushed.
Okay. All right. If you want to do that, we can do that.
No, I think it's right because we need to document things now.
Okay, yeah, that's
We need to do that.
Facts.
We need to document things, and time is nigh. We need to do it. So welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you, sir.
And before we get to all that, how are you doing, my brother?
I'm
how
good,
are you
you
doing?
know, bro. I'm good. Hustle every day. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Family's
You
good.
know what? You still haven't said who it is yet.
I did.
Yeah?
I said the legend Rodney P. I definitely did.
Okay, forgive me. You know what, man? I had a long night last night, yeah, bro.
No, it's all good.
I'm tender.
It's all good. And do you know what? Let me do it again. We have the legend in the building, the OG,
There can only be one.
the pioneer, the Godfather.
One of the.
Yeah, but the Godfather. And he's got to own that title because he owns it. And it's the people that have said it.
Yeah.
You're the Godfather.
True.
You've got to own that title. Rodney P, one of the trailblazers and the guys that started the whole UK hip-hop movement. He's in the building. Can you make some noise for Rodney P, please? Absolutely. Thank you. Welcome to the Universal Show.
I think you give me a little bit too much credit there, you know. The UK hip-hop scene existed before I got here. I came and joined the
one of the
scene.
trailblazers.
Yeah, we put a little curveball in it still, but yeah.
No, I like the humility. We love that. So, Rods, we're going to get into it this morning because we've got a bit of time.
You know what? Anything you want to chat about, I'm here.
We're getting into it.
Anything you need, I'm here.
So, it's fair to say the narrative has been pushed in the last 10 years about the confusion of the birth of UK hip-hop and how long it's been standing.
Every new artist is the beginning.
And unfortunately, not all, I'm not going to, have a go at all of them, but a lot of the younger bloggers and the podcasters or content creators, what they like to call themselves, I feel like one of the areas where they're lacking in, they get all the tech right, they get all the visuals right,
nothing.
but they don't do research.
Yeah, they don't know nothing.
They don't do research.
And you know what? It's one of them things where I always say, like, the young people, you can't blame them for what they don't know.
No.
But if you don't know, shut up.
Absolutely.
Don't speak on it until you do know.
And just ask questions.
Yeah,
do some research.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So we're going to take it back to basics. So before we get back to music, we're going to talk about you first in your early life.
Anything you
Because you didn't start off doing music.
Nah. I mean,
You didn't just get up in the morning and do music. No, it didn't start like that.
Nah.
So take me to a young Rodney P. In your early years, tell us where you're residing from, where you're coming
I'm
from.
from Battersea, you know. I'm
You're
from
from
Battersea.
Battersea.
Born and bred. I'm still in Battersea. Well, you know what? I've lived all over London, but I'm back in Battersea, hometown. You get me? So, and the music thing, what really got me? I mean, really and truly, early days, man never envisioned having a career in music. I was a fan. That was it. Nothing more, nothing less. I'm just a fan. I write my little raps. You know, me and MC Mello back in the day, big up Omar and MC Mello, even before London Posse, that is. And the career part of it came purely because we got asked to go on tour. When I say we, that is by then we're London Posse. So me, Bionic, big up Seapo, rest in peace, and DJ Business, of course, Brixton, man. We got asked to go on tour. And from that point, it became a thing where actually maybe we can make something out of this. Because before that, there was no real clear career path as a UK rapper. You know, there was a couple artists that had been before, and they were very commercial, but we had no intentions of being commercial, and we wanted to get rid of the fake American accent. So, like, you know, it was different days. Times were very different, but thankfully, man's been able to maintain from as I said to you earlier, from you put the ball in motion, you have to keep it in play. And man's been able to do that for 30 years.
30 years. Well done.
Yeah.
So, at what age?
Hang on a second.
No, it must be more than that.
It's more than 30
It's got to be 30.
years.
It's got to be coming up to 40.
Yeah.
It's got. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm older now, but we're here still.
No, because I've been doing it 32 years, and I know I come into the game seeing you guys.
Yes. Wow. You do the maths. We
you're
put
t-
out our
you're-
first record in 87.
87. Wow. Yeah. Nearly 40 years.
Yeah.
Nearly 40
yeah.
years.
Yeah. Wow.
That's
Wow,
crazy,
you
and
do the
still
numbers.
here. Still
here,
here
bro.
to tell the
Hustle
tale.
every day,
That's
man.
amazing. That's amazing. So, before we get into, you know, how you joined London Posse, and we're
Yeah.
going to talk about that as well. What was life for you as a young Rodney before you?
Just
got into
local,
music?
man. Local.
Yeah.
I'm in Battersea. I'm doing my thing. You
Yeah.
know. I'm a fairly good student, not a great student, but I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know, I was a good youth, you know. You know, little antics that everyone goes through
Yeah, of
when you're
course.
growing up, but I wasn't keeping up too much antics. You get me? Like,
yeah.
so yeah, man, I was all right. I mean, it was calm. Like I say, Battersea was a fantastic place to grow up. And them there. I mean, a lot of the clubs are still there. We used to go Keys Club, Providence, Devas. You know, Battersea County, it ain't even called Battersea County no more. I don't even know. It's an academy now, Harris Academy or something. But all of these places existed for us to go to, experiment, become reggae DJs, become artists, learn how to use the turntable, little studio time. So all of those things were available to us. But like I said, we were using them as fans. We wasn't thinking about being artists. We just loved the music. That's the way we grew up. The music was everything the youth nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, the music was everything.
And with the influence of music, because obviously, as we were talking about just off air, you know, we were surrounded by heavy reggae, you know, soul, Motown, you name it, all that stuff around.
Everything.
What was the attraction for you for hip hop?
It was new for one. It was something like I got older brothers and an older sister, so I was always the youngest, and it was new. So this is my thing now, you know, and I just loved the energy. It was seeing Rappers Delight on Top of the Pops. Them man rapping in their suits and they were suaved out. And then a couple years later, seeing Malcolm McLaren and Jeffrey Daniels on Top of the Pops. Jeffrey Daniels body popping. Like, I know all of this stuff is on YouTube. So if there's anyone thinking, what the hell is he talking about? Go look up Jeffrey Daniels from Shalimar body popping on Top of the Pops in 1980 something.
And if you don't know who Jeffrey Daniels is, he taught Michael Jackson
how to do the moonwalk.
Yeah. And he's in Shalimar.
So them events kind of shaped, that's how we got to see what hip hop looked like. So we heard the music and the rapping, but within that especially the Malcolm McLaren video, we got to see what hip hop looked like in terms of, if you look for that, it's a video called Buffalo Girls. And in that video was the first time we see break dancers, body poppers, DJs, graffiti artists. Everything that is the hip hop culture of the time is within that video. And after that, everything just exploded. Because, you know, them days, it was Top of the Pops is on a Thursday night. There's no YouTube, MTV, none of them things that exist. There's no real alternatives to see music videos. So everyone watch Top of the Pop on a
So
Thursday
big
night.
back in the days.
So big. And then Friday morning, whatever your favourite tune was, you're singing it and performing it in the schoolyard the next day.
Of course.
And that's how hip hop spread for us. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So some of your first hip hop influences were that you were seeing. I know you mentioned Sugar Hill Gang.
Yeah.
Some other people around that time.
Early days, there was a group called Break Machine, and there were various bits and pieces coming through, but it was all very commercial. We hadn't got into the real nitty gritty of the music yet. And one of the big things for me that started me rapping was my brother Jeff went to New York, and he came back with some records. And one of them was a record by the Cold Crush Brothers called Fresh, Wild, Flying Bold. Again, YouTube, go look it up. And that record, that made me want to rap. I didn't have no lyrics yet.
Okay.
I start rapping by learning other people's lyrics. So I would teeth a couple of lyrics too. I won't lie, but that's how the ball started rolling. And then you get into writing and you progress.
Wow. Okay. So I know it's so we're talking about a time 80s, right? Is it 80s at the right time we're talking?
Yeah, we're talking about 1981, 82.
Right. So
and I'm still young. Remember that. I'm young, so yeah.
Still young. Now, what was interesting, the reason why I say this, because your thought process of writing back in the late 70s, early 80s for any hip hop artists wouldn't have been crud.
Nah.
Remember, because it was a...
Even the cruddy man, they weren't talking crud.
They weren't talking like that.
Yeah,
they weren't.
Not at all.
So a lot of things were very fun,
it was
happy.
It was mostly fun. It was happy-go-lucky. It was party music. It was move the crowd.
Yeah, because disco was big around that time.
Yeah. So it wasn't. It weren't no crud thing.
Yeah.
It weren't no crud thing. Even remember them days, early days. LL Cool J was doing love songs. Yeah. Like this is early.
Yeah.
Like it was different days. It was different days. It was more about vibes and energy, and then it became more cultural. Like hip hop taught me about Minister Farrakhan and about Malcolm X, and like that Black American history came to us through hip hop music, and that then had us looking for our own UK Black history, which is vast, But it was hip hop as an education. The education that the youths are getting from hip hop and through the music now, to my mind, and I'm just an opinion, but it's lesser. The vibration is something else. Because when we was wearing African beads and African pendants and saying unity and brotherhood, it was different.
Big up African Bambaataa.
Big up African Bambaataa. And there's all of the controversy that comes later, but that can't diminish the work that was done before.
Of course, Public Enemy as well.
Public Enemy is the most important group in hip hop to me.
Yes.
To me. Again, everyone says, who's the best rapper? Is it Rakim? Is it KRS? Is it Kendrick Lamar? All of that stuff. That's all, subjective, pick who you like. But for me, the most important group in hip hop is Public Enemy.
Yeah. And I would agree with you, most important and probably the most, I would say that the rock stars of hip hop, Wu-Tang.
Yeah. No doubt. Don't get twisted. I'm a Wu-Tang man still.
100%. But if you're talking about important, like but education.
Wu-Tang was, I'm a fan of Wu-Tang as a group, as an art.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Public Enemy was like school.
Yeah.
Like early days. That was like school. That man, they got man going library and things. Like,
100%.
It was different.
No, 100%. So, talking about music, so you put pen to paper.
Yeah.
You start writing.
Yeah.
Did you feel like then, do you know what? This is my calling, I want to do this.
You know what? I tell you the truth. Even before then, when I was still in primary school, I won a poetry competition from the Rotary Club of Battersea. It was a poem I'd written. So I'd always enjoyed the wordplay. And when hip hop came, the rapping part was pretty much the last part to really take a hold. But I was a break dancer and a body popper and a graffiti writer. I had my tag. But I was pretty rubbish at all of it. Right. I just loved it, but I was rubbish at it. But the rapping part now, when that came, man, I could deal with that. I could deal with what. So the wordplay, I was straight on that.
You was on it.
I was straight on that. But again, like I say, not as a career path, It's just something I enjoy doing.
Yeah. Just a hobby if you actually looked at it.
Enjoyed,
so when did you decide, you know what, I want to do this? What was the turning point?
Okay, so we were just a group of friends. That's me, Bionic, Sipo, Mello was there, Basil, Will. There's a group of us. And Sipo was a human beatbox. Make the beats with your mouth. And he had the opportunity to go on tour with a band called Big Audio Dynamite.
Okay.
Which was Don Letz's and Mick Jones from The Clash. They'd formed this new band. Again, I ain't getting in too deep. If you get your pen and pad out, you can take down the names and go Google them. These are all important people. Don Letts was like Bob Marley's tour guide when he first came to England. He's a filmmaker. He introduced Bob Marley to the punk scene where the punky reggae tune come from. Punky reggae. That Don did it. He was involved in all that. Mick Jones was part of a band called The Clash, who did he wrote Should I Stay or Should I Go Now? Yeah, them man there. They formed a new band and they were always forward thinking. And we were young kids. I'm 16, 17. I just left school. I'm on a YTS scheme. And they said, "Do you want to come on tour and support us?" And we said, "Absolutely." And that is when I thought, okay, now something might come from this. But even then, it still took another 5 years before we started actually making money as artists. You know, in real life things. Every time you make a tune or you do a tour, then you're back in your house, hustling again. And then you come out and you get a little window of opportunity, then you're back in your house. And you keep, we were talking about it earlier, consistency. Bro.
Consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah,
and you keep coming back and you get your little knocks back, but you keep coming back because you love it, first and foremost. Enough man make music because they think they'll get rich. And some of them do. But if you don't love it first, there's going to be a lot of hardships you're going to go through 100%. That will make this thing not look so glamorous for you.
100%.
Straight.
Yeah, 100%. It's just funny, I was having a conversation with a DJ the other day, and he was saying special, because he was like, I think he's about 35, 36.
See? Like, young boy.
Yeah, but he's like, how have you been able to be relevant in the game after so many years?
Yeah.
And I said to him, you know what, G? I love what I do.
You see it there.
And I love music.
See it there. And that's what it is.
And because a lot of DJs, no offense, they like music.
Yeah.
And that's why they do what they do. But I love music. And that's why I get the rewards that I get. I love music. I
love the whole thing.
I love music. There's a difference.
We had that conversation earlier as well. I was saying, like, and I don't want no young people who are listening to be offended. You know, this is, it sounds like a generalization, but it's just an observation. When we were growing up, and again, I was the youngest in the house of siblings, but we listened to music. Yeah. You know, we listened to everything. Soul, jazz, funk, boogie, reggae, everything. Yeah. We heard everything. Yeah. And we could take elements of all of that. Now what I see with young people, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I see a lot of people who listen to drill and they only listen to that. Yeah. I listen to grime and I'm into drum and bass. Yeah. Or even I'm into this hip hop style, whichever style it is. But they don't listen to nothing else. Yeah. You know, it's just one thing. That's not listening to music, bro. That's just listening to a genre. You just like a type of music. Yeah. You don't like music. Yeah, you don't like music. Music is vast and emotional and spiritual. You know what I mean? And bro, you're hitting all the points, because a couple of weeks ago, I went to one of the best live shows I've ever been to. See? Oasis. Okay. Yeah, you went. Yeah, you get the ticket. As a music man. Yeah. As a music man, because I love live shows. Yeah. And if I would have got a ticket, I would have been next to you, bro. Facts. Like, me and my missus were blown away. Yeah. Like, I've never seen anything like this. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of them because I don't really know their music. Yeah, I know a couple of the big tunes. Yeah, Wonderwall and all that. I know a couple of their tunes, but I don't follow Oasis like that when they was big, like in the 90s or whatever. But I appreciated everything they done in that performance. One of the best shows I've been to. I hear that, man. As a music man. You don't have to convince me, brother. Like I said, I like music for one, but I also I like live performances. I love live performances. I love it. You'd be surprised at the people that will entertain you. Oh my when goodness. You see them live. Yeah. But so when you're talking about loving music, I just love music. And a lot of people, as you said, because they might be saying, well, I'm only into drum and bass, they wouldn't go and take in something like Oasis. No, I'll be there, it's man. Like, well, that's not the music I like. But no, you don't love music. Yeah. You don't love music. But anyway, forwarding on. So you went on the road with Don Letts. Big Audio Dynamite. So what did you learn from that experience, and what happened after that? I learned a lot on that experience because we weren't a band yet, and we hadn't really done any shows. We hadn't done nothing, really. We were just a collection of friends. So the first show on the tour was probably the first show we'd ever done together, for real. You get me? But what had happened is when we went to Mick Jones's house, he had a studio in his basement. So we was just down there jamming and just having fun. And now in hindsight, that was like an audition for us to see what we had to come on this tour. And obviously we passed, so we got the job, but we didn't know what we were doing. And also on that tour was Schoolie D. Schoolie D was on that tour. And he used to tell man a lot, there's simple things like, when you're on stage and you mess up. Yeah. No one don't know you mess up until you tell them. Yeah. Just keep it moving. Yeah. Like, and we were like, young and energized and like, you know.
And lack of experience.
Lack of experience, lack of focus as well.
Yeah.
And so he helped with that. He definitely helped with that. And just being in that environment, that creative environment, it was a, yeah.
So hold on. So you'd actually formed a group by then when you was going on the road with...
We didn't have a name. So, okay.
Right, okay. So, how did you all come together as a collective?
Like, so we were already friends.
Right, just friends.
We were already just friends.
And Bionic had the same interest as well, like he wanted to do music.
Me and Bionic, we had met at a video shoot for, I think her name was Cher Perrier, something like that. And we were friends with the dancers who were appearing in the video.
Right.
Yeah, they were all Covent Garden, man. That's MC Mello again. And we had two guys, Will Rock and Willa Mays. And they was at a video. We was both at this video shoot with them, and we got into talking about hip hop music and how we thought it should sound, and this American accent thing. Like, it's dumb, what this American accent thing.
Yeah.
Although I had a very deep fake American accent then, but I knew it was stupid.
Right,
you get me?
right.
So first we was talking about, well, we got to make this music, and we're going to do a hip hop reggae thing because that's more UK. But I was going to do the Yankee part, and Bionic was going to do the reggae part.
Right.
That's kind of how we did it. But as the time progressed, we worked out something else, obviously. But anyway, so we're this group of friends, and on the first tour poster, it said, C-Paul the Human Beatbox, MC Bionic, Roddy Rock, and two dancers. That's how we were built.
Roddy Rock.
Yeah, Roddy Rock them time, they feel me?
I never knew that.
Yeah, Roddy
I
Rock
never
them
knew
time.
that.
So on the very first London Posse record, it's Roddy Rock.
Okay,
The very
okay.
first one, only on that one.
All
The
right,
very
okay,
first London
okay.
Posse. And then, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So me and Bionic had got together as friends, but we're not London Posse yet. We do this first tour. Big Yodo Dynamite say they're going on tour in America. Being young and energized as we were, we said, we're coming. We weren't even invited. We said, we're coming. And so we're not actually on the tour, but we're in and amongst it, you know? And that is where we got the name London Posse from.
Right.
Because in New York, we're a London Posse. Like, where's those guys? Which guys? You know that London Posse?
Right, because Posse was the name
Yeah,
used
that was
then.
Posse them times.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get me?
yeah.
So that's where we got the name from. And when we came back to England, we was going on the second tour. In fact, we were still in New York, but we're going on the second tour. And we need a name for the poster. You can't be Bionic and C-Paul and Rodney. We can't do that again. You need a name. Boom. What's the name? London Posse. Boom. And that's where the name comes from.
Wow. London Posse. There you have it. You heard it right
Yeah.
here. If you just logged in and you're wondering who's special talking to this morning,
Yeah.
we've got the OG, the legend himself, the Godfather, Rodney P. He's
See?
breaking down the history. And see, all this stuff this morning, I've never heard it before.
Okay.
Because it's just been a quick impromptu. But we're getting it
All
this
right,
morning.
whatever you need.
Yeah,
bro.
we're getting
Whatever
it this
you need,
morning.
Whatever you need.
So here we are now. So you're on the road.
Mm.
You've linked one of the legends. Now, Rods, I mean, you're a historian as well. And you'll know probably more than me. Because obviously, you've been in it a long
Don't try me. My memory's not good.
I
though,
know,
man,
but you can try to remember what you can.
Yeah.
So while we're giving them a history lesson this morning, I've heard it said why you just mentioned Schoolie D, because that's a
Yeah.
name that might not be familiar with a lot of younger listeners.
Schoolie. Go ahead.
Apparently, is it true? Because you can confirm this.
Yeah.
Is he the first ever gangster rapper?
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah.
Schoolie D made a record called PSK. What does it mean? What does it mean? And PSK meant Parkside Killers. And they was a gang from Philadelphia that he was part of. So he's the first active, supposedly, but active gang member to say, I'm in a gang.
Yes, because I've heard Ice-T mention it.
Right. Now, a lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
credit Ice-T with it. They
Yeah.
say Ice-T, there's a tune called 6 in the Morning that Ice-T made. 6 in the morning, police at my door. Yeah, that tune. Now, when you speak to Ice-T, he'd say the inspiration was for that
Schoolie
tune
D.
was Schoolie D tune.
Yes,
And when
it
you
is.
hear them together, you can hear the similarities in the rap style and the tempo. You can hear it. So if you credit Ice-T as being the originator of gangster rap, well, Ice-T credits Schoolie D.
Schoolie D. There you have it. History lesson this morning.
Yeah. And you know, back in them times, when we was on that tour, you know, them days, it was like the rapper would have a hype man on stage with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I played that role for Schoolie.
Okay.
Yeah, so we would do our show, and he would be like before the main band, and I would come back out with him.
That's
doing the hype man
crazy.
thing. Yeah,
That's history.
Yeah.
Bro, is there video footages of that? Do you have that?
Not that I own. No, I would love
That's
to see that. I would
mad.
love to see that.
So
That was-
I never knew that.
yeah.
You see what I mean?
I was Schoolie D's
So
hype
I'm
man on
learning this
tour.
morning as well. Wow. How many times have you told that story?
Boy, I don't even know if I have actually. To be honest, I don't know if I
Wow.
have.
That's
But
that's fresh off the press. I didn't know that. Schoolie D's
Yeah,
hype man, you know.
yeah.
That's nuts. All right. So moving on now. The first official London Posse song was?
London Posse. It was called London Posse, and on the beat side was my beatbox reggae style, which Bionic and Seapo.
And what year was that?
I think that was 87.
87.
86
Yeah.
or 87.
Okay.
I was like 17, I think.
Who did that go through? Who?
Right,
was that independent?
So, it was an independent Big Life Records. Big Life's still around now. They do bits. But on the very last day of the second tour, we did a show in the Astoria. Again, it's not even there no more. But the Astoria was a very important venue just by Tottenham Court Road. And on the very last day, we performed there and we met Jazz Summers. Jazz Summers was Jazz Summers and Tim Parry used to run Big Life Records, and Jazz was married to Yaz. You remember that tune, The Only Way Is Up? Yes. Right, that was his wife. And he came and see us perform and he offered us a record deal. So we signed to Big Life for one single. And we put that record out. And I guess it was a testing ground for them to see if we had any legs, like if they could do something with it.
Okay.
And then they came back to us and offered us an album deal, but we turned it down.
Why?
Because it was too, like, Jazz was in a position where he was being our manager and our record label, and Big Life is a publishing company. So you want to be our manager, our record label, and the publishing company. That's a major conflict of interest. So when does our manager fight on our behalf with the label and against the, he doesn't, like, you know what I mean? Everything. So we said no. And so we were young and we were stupid, but we weren't that stupid, you know? So we said no. And that caused friction within the group. Sipo left the group because he wanted to do it. And then we were kind of back out in the wilderness again.
Bearing in mind as well, we're talking vinyl days.
Yeah, this is vinyl.
So there's no streaming or none of that,
this
mate.
is vinyl days.
So it's just selling only vinyl, and maybe if you're lucky, cassette, right?
Yeah. Cassettes as well, them time there. I don't even know if it had CDs yet, them time.
No, I don't think so. What, 87?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't even remember that.
I don't know.
No, you know what? I've never seen it on the CD, so we can't have had.
Yeah.
I don't own a copy of it on CD,
Right,
so they couldn't have existed.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And then moving on after that now, what was the breaking point for London Posse?
After that, we was out in the wilderness for a little while, but we were spying with Westwood a lot them times, so we were active and performing. Now we're a group, people know us. Right. And then Westwood set up a record label called Justice Records, and we put out another single, this one single with that label called Money Mud, and that tune at the time was a big tune for us. Yeah, that was a big tune. You get me? We kind of raised the bar with that tune, and we'd also worked out how to use our own voices. So now it's not American at all, but it's not Yankee and Yardie. It's just, this is how we talk.
Yes.
We learned to write in our own voices.
Yeah.
So that was a big tune for us.
And we need to let them understand about, because obviously there's this misconception about the way the youth speak in particular areas in London. But I know as well, I can say this, in South London particularly, they've got their own...
Yeah, we talk a certain way.
We talk a certain way in South London.
Yeah,
we do. Yeah. Because there is a strong Jamaican presence in South London.
I mean, generally, London Posse, and even me now as a solo artist, I make hip-hop reggae music predominantly.
Yes.
That's kind of what it is, right? Especially of our generation. We make hip-hop reggae music. Yeah. You don't even hear much real reggae get played no more, but if you hear my thing, it's got reggae music.
No, 100%. You can hear the fusion. You can hear the fusion. Was that something... Who made that conscious decision to say like...
It wasn't a conscious decision. It wasn't. It was... I mean, there's a few things. Them days, we're growing up, sound system life, Saxon, Coxon, Unity, that was the life. Them MCs has already gone through the hurdle of we're UK black, we're not Jamaican, and we need to represent that in the music. Hello, darling. Hello, good looking. Police officer. Not give... These are all, second generation West Indians in the UK representing who they are in the UK. We took that mentality and applied it to hip hop music. But it wasn't a conscious thing. We were more like, we just need to make music that sounds like us. And if you do that, and hip hop for me has always been like a gumbo, where you take all of the elements of the music you know and love and you put it in a pot and you stir it up and then you make hip hop with it. And for us, that meant we have to find some reggae music and it has to be a big chunk. But it wasn't like we said, right, we're going to make sure we stand out by putting reggae in. It was it was more, we're going to do us.
And the reason why I asked that is because at the time, with the American rappers being so prominent, was there a way you're thinking, no, but we want to try and sound like the Rakims and the LL.
Yeah, those were early, but that was the early days when we had the
days.
fake American accents.
Yeah,
we were just emulating what we heard.
Yeah,
Even in everything was an emulation. You know, how we dressed, everything was an emulation. By the time we got to Money Mad, nah, we're doing us. And I'm a hip hop fan. All of those American artists are still my favorite artists. Yeah. But if I'm being honest, I'm not supposed to sound like them. Like we would go to America, again, we used to go to America. So you're in America and you're in a cypher with a bag of man and we're all rapping, all rapping. And you sound really stupid rapping to an American man with a fake American accent. And then you say, yo, bruv, where can I go get some Rizla? I want to build up this. And they're like, where you from? Like everyone's suddenly excited. It makes more sense for us to be doing that, just talking in our own voices. So that's
well, this is something that I wanted to document this morning. Something I wanted to document.
All right.
We need to clear it up.
Okay.
Can you confirm?
Yeah.
Are you responsible for why we in the UK, in the hip hop scene, have a UK accent?
It's been
when
said.
rapping?
Yeah. You know what?
No, I just need you
to. I'm gonna go like yes.
No.
Yes, we are.
Own that.
Now, the reality is the UK, the English voice had existed in rap before. Like Roland Rat had done it. You don't know about Roland Rat. Adam and Ants had done it. Few people had done it, but none of them were hip hop people. They done it as a commercial comedy pop thing, or like, you know, we did it as authentic man from within the hip hop scene. We come and said, this is how we're doing it. And all of you man who sound American, you sound dumb. And we were like young and bossy them with it. That's how we came through. But it didn't happen overnight that everyone said, yeah, let's start rapping in English. A lot of men were like, you know what, it's hip hop, it's supposed to sound American. Like, whenever you heard, we don't hear much people singing lovers rock or reggae music in an English accent.
No, you don't.
They're going to put on a Jamaican accent. They say that's what it's supposed to sound like. Well, hip hop, we don't have to do that. We don't have to do that. But it took years for that switch to happen. And now, if a youth comes out rapping in a fake American accent, the other youths are going to cuss them and run him off the corner. Yeah. That comes from where we started it. London Posse started that. Big and Bossy, we did that. Tell your friends, we did that. Rodney P and Bionic, alongside CPO, alongside DJ Business. We did that. Thank us.
You heard that. History, not a mystery.
Yeah. Real talk. It's real talk.
Real talk. There you hear, it's documented. Right here, man. I love that. Money Mad. Now, for me, and anybody over a certain age, if you're over 40, you know what I'm talking about. Now, they will say that, you know, every generation has a track that is a landmark for their generation. Of course, early 2000s, I believe people would say, what's the murder tune? Kalashnikov.
Yeah, big tune.
Right?
Yeah, big tune.
Forwarding on, was it 2007, 2008? Was Giggs' tune?
Talking the Artist? Yeah, Talking the Artist. Yeah, that was a big tune. That's the generation.
That's the generation.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was in the 90s. I can't remember. My mind's gone blank because, you know what I mean?
There's been a lot of big UK hip hop tunes
I'm talking about them,
the scene.
Them pillars.
But yeah, there's pivotal moments. I think Roots Maneuvers Witness the Fitness
come around 2000 as well, wasn't it?
There's and that's so these 2000 times. By then, London Posse has been going for 10 years.
And my point I'm getting to is, Money Mad was that tune.
Yeah, it was definitely when that tune came out. That was a moment for us. Yeah, that was a moment for us.
And you know, we had so many great UK artists around the time. You know, Demon Boys, who were one of my favorites.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, Blade. The list goes on, but you couldn't go around Money Mad.
No, that was the tune of them. Then,
you couldn't go around Money Mad.
We had the tune, and we had raised the production levels on that tune. So it was a guy called Chuck New who produced that tune, and he was an engineer in Jive Studios, which used to be in Willesden. Used to have a Jive studio in Willesden. So when you see those pictures of Jay-Z in London and Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince in London, Cool Mo D, they're all recording in this same studio because it's the Jive Records studio. And yeah, Chuck New, he worked there. He was the main engineer in there, and he produced that record in that studio. So we had that quality sound and the deep bass, and you know what I mean? So that tune really raised the bar for what UK hip-hop could sound like at that time.
What a moment. How did you feel about the reception after that tune?
Yeah, man, it was good.
Everywhere you went.
Yeah, that was a big tune, and we were on the road all the while with that tune. And we just started to build up our catalogue. But yeah, those were good times. Those were good times, and we were active, definitely.
How much presence because you mentioned Westwood earlier on.
Yeah.
We're talking about that period now. We're moving on slowly. How much involvement did he have with you guys as London Posse?
Not really that much, I mean, what it was with Westwood, he was doing all the events. So we would get the opportunity to perform. That's more than what it was, than anything else. Because he was doing all the big events and bringing in the big artists, we would have the opportunity to do a lot of those shows. That means we had an audience. Yeah. Plus, we had the biggest tune at the time, so it made sense. You get me? So, but I mean, if you see like the Money Mad record, it probably says Chuck New and Westwood produced it. Westwood weren't in no blood clot studio. Westwood don't know how to make tune. You get me? But it was his label, it was his hustle. So, again, with all of the aftermath that came later, at that time, Westwood was an extremely important DJ within the hip hop scene.
Yes, he
extremely.
was.
And a promoter as well.
Yeah,
he was
of course.
extremely.
Now, I've heard, I mean, I don't know which time or era it happened, but I've obviously heard a couple of interviews with yourself where you're talking about maybe like Westwood not being in your favor no more. What changed from that time?
Nothing really, because we never had an argument or nothing like that. So on a personal level, nothing. But it changed for Westwood that the ground shifting and the scene that he helped build, he then dismissed and would take the piss out of and say, it was all shit anyway. Then that's how Westwood was moving.
Yeah, I've heard him make a couple of references like that.
That's how Westwood was moving. Yeah. So, and then he started to chase the kids. You don't chase the youth them. If you want to help build them up, help build them up.
Yes.
You don't chase them, and in chasing them, you're disregarding everything, even the work that you did before, that we gave you credit for. You're trying to belittle that and belittle us. That's disrespectful, bro.
Yeah. I suppose in somewhat way, he kind of turned his back on the genre, really, because he went into grime, didn't he?
Yeah,
he started
grime
doing a lot
and the drilling
that more stuff. But it is what it is. But
it is what it is. Westwood don't get too much of my energy, so
I understand. Yeah. It's just that I wanted to clear up.
Yeah, Westwood he's a disrespectful. He's when you got vampires and snakes within your own camp, and you don't recognize it until you reach a crossroad where they need to be staunch, and then you realize this person's not staunch at all. In fact, you could have probably never had the feelings you were expressing. It was this don't front for me, bro. That's where it come out.
Yeah. So from 80, just say call it 86, 87. We're moving on now into the 90s. Who are some of your contemporaries? Because yes, you've got the big tune On the Road, and you've got other singles surrounding that tune, but London Posse are very dominant, very dominant. But then we've got a rise of a lot of UK rappers.
I'll tell you what happened. Like, my favorite group has been the Demon Boys.
Yeah, but that's what they're my favorite outside of.
Yeah, that was my thing.
100%.
But what we did, so we put out that tune with Westwood.
Yeah.
And again, we're living the high life, but then it's back to the wilderness again. Westwood shut down the label, boom, boom, boom. We're back in the world again. So what happened now? Is my sister has a baby with a guy named Errol. Errol used to be Aswad's tour manager. Yeah, not their business manager, their tour manager. So, and at the time, Aswad was signed to Island Records.
Yes.
Right. So I see Bull. I say, Bull, all this CD. We're trying to get our thing. We do this music thing. I'm a little youth still. He's a big man to me. You get me?
Yeah.
He's like this rappity-tappity to me. You know them fools. You understand?
Yeah.
But he's going to Island Records that day. So he goes into Island Records and he throws the CD on the table. And Island Records, it wasn't actually Island Records, it was Mango Records, which is a subsidiary of Island Records. And it was run by Suzette Newman and a guy named Jumbo and a guy named Mikey Roots. Suzette Newman was Chris Blackwell's personal assistant.
Okay.
Right. So, and they've been given this thing, do what you want. So it's a world music label. Salif Cater's on it, Shelly Thunder, Overlord X was on it. Whole heap of different people, a really weird, eclectic mix of artists. So Bull's gone in there, throw down the CD. Mikey Roots said, "Rah, I've been looking for them, man.
Yeah.
I've been looking for them." This is a couple years after we put out Money Mud, This ain't recent. So he's found it. He said, "Yeah, boom, boom, London Posse, Money Mud. I love these guys." And then Bull come back to me and said, "Right, you got an appointment in Island Records, and I'm your manager." And that's how it started. And then once we did that and we got the deal within Island Records, we then got Demon Boys a deal in Island Records.
Okay.
So they put out International Karate. Their album was on Island. And we all came under the banner of Bull Management. We all kind of set up the Bullet Records after that. Then after that, we were able to just release and not have to worry about someone else's desire to open or close a label. But we brought in our little unit. We got MC Mello, and he got his deal with Jazzy B at the time. So there was a collection of, we built a little collective. And then Mango Records closed down as well. Closed down. But the difference with them was they were like, you know what, it's all good, it's all love. Here's your stuff. Give us back the album, give us everything. So we own it now. We own it. So we still, I control the catalog. We still own that.
As a collective or?
As a collective.
As a collective,
Yeah,
right.
Everything's neatly.
Yeah.
But after Mango closed, that's when we said, right, we need to do our own label. And that's when we set up Bullet Records. And when we set up Bullet Records, the first one we put out was How's Life in London. Right. And that became another moment for us, because that was a big tune for us.
Massive tune. Yeah. Massive tune. Yeah. I remember, what was Jump Around on Mango as well?
Jump Around was on Mango, and we did the Jump Around remix with Nomad Soul. That was a big tune.
That was massive.
Yeah, that was a big tune.
That was huge.
That now, that's our big tune.
I played it the other week.
That's our big tune.
I played it the other week, and it's like people are texting in, no, remember this tune, Dance Energy.
Yeah.
With Normski. Yeah. We used to do the Running Man to them tunes.
Yeah, that was Running Man music. Definitely.
That tune was huge.
Yeah.
Wow, Jump Around.
Yeah. So that's real UK hip hop them time. Now we've really mastered the art of how to write and make tunes that represent us. You know, them times. Yeah.
So around that time now, you've got all your big contemporaries. So who were flying high? You've got Derek B.
Derek B was probably the most successful. I mean, Cookie Crew can't never leave out.
Cookie Crew. Moni
She
Love.
Rockers, Moni Love. We Papa Girl Rappers.
Yeah.
Credit to the Nation. Phase One. A bag of Gunshot. Hijack.
Yeah, Hijack.
Holy Hard Noise, Son of Noise, Blade.
Yeah.
Whole heap of people. This is the first, not even the first generation. That's the second generation. Because before us, there was Family Quest, Capital Boys, City Limits. There was crews way before us.
That's crazy.
I came onto a UK hip hop scene that was active and moving and growing. So when I hear people say, yeah, these men are the godfathers of the UK thing, can't say that. We put the UK accent in.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we put a little curveball in, and we said, no, we're not doing that no more. We're doing something else. But if that scene didn't exist, we wouldn't have come into no scene. Yeah. So we have to always give credit to where it comes from still.
Right. So let's clear up another thing. And I don't think I've ever asked this question before.
Okay.
And I want to know it for myself, because I like learning new things as well.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously there's the discrepancy about where hip hop started in America, right? Yeah. We've heard the talks about Kool Herc.
Yeah, being a Jamaican.
And then obviously you've got some other people in America. Some rappers were like Lord Jamar. Yeah. They're opposed to the idea.
I've interviewed him.
Yeah. So he's very opposed to the idea. He said, no, nothing to do with Kool Herc, and it's Puerto Rican.
I'm opposed to the idea, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
I think...
You're opposed to the idea?
You know why I'm opposed to it?
Yeah.
That's like saying jungle is Jamaican. Jungle could not have been created anywhere else but the streets of London, because it was the gumbo. It's the gumbo that they put in the pot and made this jungle thing. Brand new, couldn't exist nowhere else. Grime, same thing, couldn't exist nowhere else. And hip hop, in the form that it was created, couldn't have been created in Jamaica. Now, the idea of how you play the music and 2 turntables and your DJ, maybe that style, because Kool Herc's a sound man and they're bringing the speakers and putting them in their park. But nothing like that is created in isolation. So it could not have just been, well, our man used to play sound in Jamaica, let me come play sound in America, and boom, we've created this new thing. It doesn't exist like that. I don't think hip-hop in the form it exists, with the graffiti and the breakdance and the boom, boom, all of that stuff, it wouldn't have created like that in Jamaica.
Yeah. Maybe they was talking the DJ inside, because he was the
first.
There's
definitely unquestionable elements of dancehall and Jamaican reggae music and sound system culture within hip-hop.
Yes.
But it's just one of the ingredients for the gumbo where they made to create hip-hop.
Absolutely.
And then we came and we made a new source of gumbo, and we made this UK hip-hop thing. Then the UK one then came and made a new gumbo, called it grime. Yeah. Now for me, the most authentic UK hip-hop, I have this argument with everybody, but it's what I think, so I don't business. The most authentic version of hip-hop music in the UK, for me, is grime. And it's the most up-to-date. And I'll tell you for why. Back to my gumbo theory, yeah? By the time you get to grime, you've got everything that we do within hip-hop, but then you also have UK garage. You have jungle music. You have house, you have rave music. That's where the grime thing comes, because they've got these new elements to put in their gumbo and stir up now, boom, grime, different thing. But that's a gumbo that was made in the UK.
100%.
Couldn't come from nowhere else. And it's in the hip hop format. No matter how grime man like to dispute it, or you know what I mean? Grime is a hip hop more than reggae is to hip hop. Grime is closer to hip hop. You get me?
Well, that's interesting because I've heard a few grime men say that it's closer to garage with the Jamaican
Yeah. I don't
DJing
dispute that.
influence. But that's interesting.
I
So
don't
with that
dispute-
in
yeah, go on.
mind, because you'll be able to tell me, and I don't know this. Who were the original guys from the UK doing UK hip hop? Where are they from? So, like, obviously, they talk about Brooklyn
Yeah, okay.
and whatever
okay.
in America.
Well,
Where in the
I'll
UK?
say one thing that's definite. Battersea had a big part. Now, it's not, I'm not going to claim it for just us, but I mean, Southwest.
South London.
All right, so you got Moni Love, you got Cutmaster Swift, who was the world DJ champion, you got London Posse, you've got MC Mello, you've got No Parking MCs, you've got, and a bag of other man, Imperial, a bag of other man.
Right.
And then as the lineage goes, then you got like So Solids from around the corner for me as well.
Yes, of course.
You get me? So Battersea, we had our little part. But the UK hip hop scene is from all over London.
Right.
It's from all over London. And what we had was Covent Garden. And Covent Garden them time was like Switzerland. When we make it to Covent Garden, we're good. Like, that's neutral territory for everybody. So if you was in the hip hop scene, Covent Garden was the main London hub for hip hop, man. Every area's got its own space.
Okay.
But we're going Covent. And in Covent, I know a man from north, west, south, east, and outside of London, because this is the hub. And that's where, for me, the main growth of the music came. Because it's in London, and so the artists are going to come from London, because the record industry is in London. If you come from Leeds or Glasgow or even Birmingham or Manchester, time there, you ain't getting a look until you come to London.
Yes, of course.
So London was the real creative spot, and the main hub within London was Covent Garden.
Okay, there you have it.
And
You heard it right
we're
here.
talking 80s. That's predating London Posse.
80s.
That's when we started. to
I
build.
love that. I love that. History.
In this room is boiling. Can I just tell you people, I am sweating. Lord have mercy. Thank you, sir. Little fan.
How's that?
Yeah, man.
Is that a bit better?
That's better. That's better.
Is that a bit better? I'll tell you, man, we're here. We're so much information this morning.
I'm here for you, brother.
So
I'm
much
here for you.
information.
I'm here for you.
Universal show, definitely on the way. There's loads of messages on the he's telling me that Bigo is the new way forward now, but I can't keep up to date with all these things, man.
Bigo, what's that?
I don't know all these new. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I don't follow them no more.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
I don't know
so-
what a Bigo is. I
I'm
don't
out
even
of
know.
touch, man. I'm out of touch.
Mhm.
Look. But anyway, so there you have it. You gave us a little history about obviously like the birth
Yeah.
place in the UK, in London, but particularly South London. Because I would say as well,
Oh, Cookie
is-
Crew as well. Don't forget the
you
Cookie
can't
Crew.
forget Cookie Crew.
Cookie Crew and the original Boogie Bunch with DJ Swing.
Come on, man.
I
R.I.P.,
learned,
man.
we used to,
Okay.
like, we had a spot in Clapham Junction,
Yeah.
right next to the Super Jug.
Yeah.
And that's where I used to link Boogie, but this predates Boogie Bunch. They ain't a sound system yet.
Yeah.
But Gaffer Blue is working in Dub Vendor, and
Of
Gaffer's
course.
Patrick's brother. So these are early. We used to go down there and meet up. We'd be down there at midnight breakdancing and playing our music, and you know, those were the guys who introduced me to Covent Garden. So I know Covent Garden through Robert from Boogie Bunch
Of
and
course,
MC
of
Mello, and it's them man that introduced
crazy.
me. So again, Covent Garden was another place. I wasn't one of the early ones.
And they were
there.
dancers.
Yeah,
Sammy and them man were dancers.
Sammy, yeah. You get me? So
Remember them man that grow me.
okay,
Remember they grow me.
Then you know them man are proficient in
All
teaching
right,
us how to
all
make
right.
steps. 'Cause
All
that's how
right.
I got to Covent, was through them man there.
Yeah. That's crazy. Small world. Small world.
absolutely.
Small world. Remember when Quick and Swing took me under their wing, I was 14.
Okay. Yeah.
So I come and see the likes of
Yeah,
you guys
yeah,
doing your
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
but I was
So
a
you
little,
was- you was
I was a
good,
little
right.
juvenile.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Them were older than me still as well. so-
Yeah. Because they'd be like, yeah, they're 60.
Yeah, they'd be like
Yeah,
60
they're,
now.
yeah, they're like 60. Yeah.
Big
R.I.P. my mentor, man. Swing.
Yeah, absolutely.
R.I.P. every
DJ
time.
Swinging, I
Yeah,
don't
come
know,
on,
man.
bro.
Brian,
Come on.
Brian.
Brian, you know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Mad P, big up yourself anywhere
Of
you are.
course, Mad P, of course. Robert, Sam, all of the crew, yeah, man.
So here we are now in the 90s. You're moving.
Yeah,
You're putting out tunes.
yeah.
The demise of London Posse. Why and when?
Time and energy, man. It got hard, and man's getting older, and then like time's shifting, man's moving. There was a time me and Bionic would see each other every day,
Yeah.
and it just becomes less and less. And now creatively we're going in different directions, and it kind of just wore out. Yeah, I can't say more than that. It just wore out.
Just wore out.
And our relationship as friends is wearing out.
Right.
You get me? Like, truthfully, it's like we're not as close as we used to be.
Right. Okay.
And
Is that
that's
creative
kinda what it is.
differences, or just you're
Creative
just growing
and-
apart
yeah,
as people?
Just different people.
Right,
Just
right,
different
right. It happens,
people.
it happens.
And creative as well, but
Yeah.
generally just, we're just growing apart. You get
I
me?
hear
So
that. I hear that.
that starts to wear out. Them time there, if I'm honest with you, I always thought Bionic was going to be the guy. I still, to this day, think Bionic is probably, like we was talking about important MCs, Bionic's the most important MC in the UK for
No,
me.
we've got to document in all these moments this morning.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm not leaving nothing for chance. No, I'm not.
But yeah, I
'Cause
mean, that's not a secret.
We have to just tell them again. Just
Yeah,
tell-
it's not a secret. Like, I've said it many times. But I think Bionic from London Posse is probably the most important MC to come out of the UK.
Why do you say that though?
Well, if you listen to a lot of what man's doing now and that style of MC and then that voice where they do it in, Bionic did that first. Facts. Like, them days there, I'm younger than Bionic, and Bionic was like my MC sensei. Like, I used to be amazed at how good he was. You understand? And I was coming up behind him. So, like, regardless of anything, like, we don't see each other now. We don't talk now. We're not at war, but we're not friends. You get me? But the fact remains, they can't rewrite the history. That brother, his pen game, you couldn't fuck with Bionic.
Yeah.
You get me?
yeah,
Like, you couldn't. And you can hear his voice in the voices of these MCs that exist today. Fact.
Big up yourself, Bionic,
Yeah,
man.
man, big up,
Anywhere
man.
you are
Big up,
around the
anywhere you're
capital.
there.
No, sometimes in the capital, but more often in Ghana.
He's in Ghana more
Big up
time,
yourself,
yeah.
Bionic,
He's
man.
in Ghana more time.
Do you know what? I could have swore he linked me last week on Instagram, you know. Could have
Might have,
swore.
you know, because I know he's got music. He's working on music.
Yeah,
He's working on music. Like, and I don't know who he's doing it with or what but I know there's things coming, so look out for him still.
Big up Bionic, man.
Yeah, man.
Tell you what, good dude that, man. We've spoken a couple of times in the last few years.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Yeah.
Good dude. He got special. I'm watching what you're doing, you know. That's what he said. I'm watching what you're doing, you know, Smash. Yeah, I like what you're doing because you're one of the realists on radio, one of the realists. No, he told me that a couple of years ago. He did. Big up Bionic, man. Every time. So, solo project.
Yeah, all right. So London Posse start wear out. And like I said, I always figured Bionic was gonna be the guy.
Yeah, you did
Like,
say that.
I always thought that. And I never had no interest in being a solo artist, really. Like, them time there, I was like, boy, like, no one don't want to hear me on my own. It's a London Posse thing, innit? But Dolby, good friend of mine, Dolby, who produced How's Life in London. He produced that. He produced the Jump Around remix for
Okay,
Your Love.
no,
He
man,
did
so-
that. He put me on a Bjork remix as well. Like, he's a producer. He did a lot of the early the first Soul to Soul album. He did a lot of that as well. So he's a creative. He's doing an album, and he come to me and said, "I want you on my album." And I'm like, I don't really. I've never written a song for myself either. I've never written a whole song. You get me? Like, and he's come and said, "Yeah, I want you on my album." And that is the very first time I ever made a tune as Rodney P, solo artist.
How did you
And
feel?
I felt fucking fantastic. I mean, I felt good. And it was with Donny as well, my brethren. You know,
Yeah, of
Donny.
course
My
Donny
brethren,
is.
of course. There's
Yeah,
a
of
tune
course.
called Love and Hate.
Yeah.
Again, YouTube is your friend. Dolby, Dobie, like the captain from Starsky and Hutch. For the man, them, the grown folks who
Okay,
know them,
back.
something there. Dolby, and the tune's called Love and Hate, and it's Rodney P and Donny. So you can find that. That's the first tune I ever rapped on my own. And I remember 279 gave me a lot of support with that as well. Big up Steve still. And then, and now we're into a new generation because now we're kept in the times of Roots Maneuver, Black Twang,
Gosh.
Kalashnikov,
Yeah.
Skinny Man. No, this is the next generation.
The next generation.
Right now,
Yeah,
most man have done dead out from the 80s, you know.
Yeah.
Now, there's not many artists left from the 80s, but I'm here. I'm here. And now this is the first, I'm a solo artist in this new field now. And I'm holding up my thing. And I set up the label, Rhythm Killer. So we put out an album for Kalashnikov, and I put out my own album on my own label. And so now we're in this new world, Rodney P, doing Dedication and Murderer style. Yeah, them style I road, boy, but dang dang.
Yeah.
And the way me them have the boom style for them.
Them.
Right. That's a new day. So we're working in that sphere now. And as a solo artist, I'm even I'm probably more successful and global as well, because the ground has shifted. So we've always travelled as London Posse, but now I'm going around the world. I've been around the world a couple of times off this music thing. And with the label, that helped as well. But then me and Skits have got together. DJ Skits, look him up, innit? He's put out his album, and now we're touring a lot together. That's when the BBC, they're just launching One Extra. So BBC have come to us and offered us a show. I'm not no DJ, you know, but I can talk for them. You get me? So we've like, boom, that's a good opportunity. We did that. So now we're DJs on One Extra at the same time as I'm an artist and I'm running this label and we're touring everywhere. Good times, you get me? We signed on to One Extra to do the first 2 years and we ended up staying like 5, you know. But those were good times and really exposed us to a whole new industry level. You know, before we were still just music, we were artists chasing record deals. By then, the ground shifted. And you know, the younger people, I mean, them times we were still using the old rules. I'm an artist, I need a record deal, you pay for my album to come out, I'm in debt. Those are the old rules. But the youth, them are starting to shift. Their mind is thinking more independently. They think I could just do this myself. Now we have got MTV and we have got early YouTube and MySpace and
Channel U at the time.
Channel U, even Channel U's just coming.
Just coming in. Yeah.
But we have these other outlets now. The old model of UK hip hop is still working off this record deal thing, and that's part of where we got kind of sidestepped a bit because these youths are now building their own scenes from day dot. They don't feel like they're connected to us no more. They've had to go and press the reset button as far as they're concerned. And part of that is our fault. As a generation, we were so eager to be artists, we weren't thinking about what's coming after us and building. I was. but generally, as a scene, and we all take responsibility for that. You get me? So, yeah, that's kind of what happened. The UK scene was extremely big and active and doing numbers. And then it wasn't. Because UK garage, jungle, and grime. That took over. UK, the scene's always existed, it will always exist, but we don't have the prominence and the forward-facing energy that we used to have, you know? And who you gonna blame? I don't know. Who you gonna blame?
Was it easy for you to navigate what, influence you want to have when you was doing your radio show with Skits?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, look, so when you was on there, was you doing your own show as
what you
want to play? You had a lot of freedom?
This was part of the thing, because a lot of what I see now, I listen to radio and it's presenter-led.
Yes.
These people ain't DJs. They don't know nothing about music.
There's hardly any DJs on radio.
There's a producer who say you're playing this next and give you a little piece of paper that you read that says this is this song. It was blah, 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 blah. And then you play the record. There's no DJs. It was me and Skits. I'm the mouthpiece. He's the DJ. But you're not telling me I have to play a record that I don't like because I'm not playing it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Just because it's got loads of streams.
Yeah. So
views.
That was different for us.
Yeah,
so we didn't have them constraints. We're only playing music that we like.
Yeah.
But we like music. Yeah. And we weren't stuck in a box. So that's what kept us the job for so long, I guess. But the ground shifted. And there's other things. Like when So Solid came out. So Solid for a lot of people is the starting point.
Yes.
And I always feel like So Solid was a hip hop group. They get put under the garage band.
More garage, because there was MCing at garage raves.
Yeah. But them man are some hip hop, man. So you see after they bust with 21 Seconds of Blow and all of that stuff. But you remember the next video is Mega and the TT. Yeah. Them man are whipping. That's some hip hop music they're making. So, that's another point that people consider a reset start. And then the garage kicks in, and that's the big thing. And now you got all of these garage groups and, DT, ones and twos.
Yeah.
Them times, party times, raving times. Jungle, a bit harder, aggressiver. You know what I mean? But raving, it's all love. And they got ease in the jungle rave. So everyone's in love. You get me? And then, boom, Grime Man, which comes from out of the jungle and the garage and delivered in a hip hop format, becomes the new force that the youth them are listening to. The UK hip hop thing is not really representing the youth them who are growing up now. You get me? We kind of lost our way. I'll even say that. We lost our way. But, do
you think it's because we have so many different genres in the UK?
Yeah.
As opposed to, obviously, in America, they might have a few, but rock, country, country and western and hip hop probably are the biggest selling genres in America.
But in America, when it comes to radio and stuff, you'll have alternative rock. soft rock.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they've
yeah.
got a millions,
Yeah,
but we
they have.
do too. And sometimes it's to our detriment. I'll tell you one of the biggest thing I think has been to our detriment, the name UK hip hop. It's just hip hop. Just hip hop. And you discover that when you're outside of the UK, it's just imported music. So in the early days, London Posse, Hijack, Gunshot, all of these groups, we were selling more records in Germany, France, and Australia. Although we're the most successful hip hop acts in the UK at the
That's
time,
mad.
we're selling more records in those places because those places don't have their own scenes yet. And when we're selling records next to Run DMC, but it's all imported music and it's all
Yeah.
in a foreign language.
Yeah.
So if you like it, you like it. So that's what we had. In the UK, we was always fighting against, the Americans are better than us.
Yeah, of course.
No, the Americans are better
Of
than
course,
us. But
of
out in the
course.
world, it's just either you like it or you don't. And we found a lot of fans. But then when the French scene started running and the German scene started running and even the Australian scene, they found their own stars. The biggest selling rapper in Germany is German. The biggest selling rapper in France is French.
That's crazy.
The
'cause I
biggest selling
remember
rapper in
MC
Australia.
Solar and them man there.
Yeah, and
yeah,
they,
yeah.
but now we can't compete with them because they're speaking in French. We're still in English. All we got is the Americans to compete with, and they're always going to beat us because it's the home of hip hop and you know what I mean, the cool and the swagger and it, So that was the part of the issue. The title UK hip hop separated us from the bigger pool of hip hop, which is a global thing.
So after your stint at One Extra,
Yeah,
you move on.
yeah.
What do you do after that?
Back on the road, never stopped touring. Still doing the music, and then start working with other artists, and also moved into TV. Did some documentary work. I started doing some radio docs as well. I went to South Africa and did a doc. I did Uganda, Sierra Leone. I've been a few places. Yeah. So this music thing for me has led me into so many opportunities.
Of course.
That you have to be aware of and take them.
Yeah.
And I've been lucky enough to be offered these opportunities and taken them.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful, bro. I'm grateful.
What do you feel has been the most challenging thing for Rodney P outside of music to do?
Outside of music.
Outside of
Raise
music.
my family, bro.
Go on. Love that.
Yeah, man.
Love
Yeah, man.
that.
That's
The
what it
most
is.
challenging.
Yeah. The most challenging, but also the most rewarding.
Yeah, the most
Like-
rewarding.
Like, I don't get, I'm telling you right now, brother, I'm tired.
Yeah.
My body feels tired. You know why? I went out last night and I got home about 2:00 in the morning. I don't have the recovery skills that I used to have. Straight.
Yeah.
You get me? I'm tired, bruv. But that is the most challenging and the most rewarding.
Yeah.
Like, oh Lord, like, yeah, man. Family life.
And speaking of that, we're gonna talk about something, that probably a lot of people won't want to speak to you about, but we keep it a buck 100
Yeah, man, go on now.
because we got history.
Yeah.
Now, as you said, there was a time in the press
Yeah.
a few years ago where people were having mixed views about whatever was going on in Rodney's life,
Yeah.
his personal life.
Yeah.
And it might
yeah.
not have been something that would have been apparently brought to the forefront, but it became social media
Yeah,
knowledge,
we was in
and
the
it
midst of the
became
COVID thing.
public knowledge in the COVID
Yeah.
time,
All right.
right? So, and you if we're gonna be honest, a lot of people were, they've got, because the thing is with social media.
I was what you call counselled, supposedly.
There you go.
Yeah, but I would say that I was supposedly counselled.
Yeah,
because of certain allegations that came up and some things that I was guilty of. So let's not try to make me the angel.
yeah.
There's things I was guilty of, but I put my hands up for, and I've paid my penance for.
Yeah.
There were other things that were completely untrue.
And
the things that were completely untrue originate from the person who initially made the allegation. There's some stuff she said that was completely untrue. But I can't pretend to be an angel. I've done some things that I'm not proud of too. But who hasn't?
Yes.
What they said, they were like, him without sin, throw the first stone. I ain't throwing no stones because I know I have too many stones to get thrown back at me. But I can say that about a lot of people whose personal lives I know much about. I ain't gonna talk it, But there was a time I was supposedly counselled. But the thing now, I'm still on the guest list here, cuz. So, yeah. So let them go on and check.
I like that one. I'm still on the guest list.
Yeah.
I have to start using.
Yeah,
No, I'm gonna have to use that one. I'm still on the guest list.
And it was funny because what surprised me the most is how people that I've known for 30 years quickly, like I saw
Well, that's what I was just about to say to you.
a lot of people that I consider my friends, I quickly discovered you've been wishing my thing to mash up for a long time, and it became quickly apparent, So as much as that time was an extreme challenge, and there was, like, I would say to you, that time, as bad as it looked from the outside, it was nowhere even close to the most important thing that was going on in my life at the time.
Yeah,
I had much, like, this, having a career in music it didn't compare to what was going on in my real life, which I won't speak about.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, like, things were happening. Like, my heart was breaking them time for things that have nothing to do with this. You know, so it was a strange time, but I give thanks for the blessing because it gave me the opportunity to get my broom out. Like, people might say they sweep me out of their circle, but what it also happens that I managed to sweep you out of mine. Yeah. So my circle now is small but tight and thorough and staunch, and I'm glad for that. Cause I feel like I'm in a better space. I have less stress in my life without certain people in it. Like, that's just the fact.
And
so,
I'll tell anybody this, like myself. You know, we all make mistakes and we make wrong decisions in life, or you know, our actions can cause a bad reaction. But what I would say to somebody, anybody can make a mistake, but if you keep doing it, it's a habit.
Yeah, but
there's a difference.
Yeah, there's absolutely
there's a big
absolutely
difference.
There's a difference. Absolutely, but I would also say, don't be so quick to believe everything you hear about
100%.
someone else.
Yeah,
like I said, there's elements of that were true, but they were never secret. I wouldn't speak it. I talk about it in my wedding speech. These things weren't secrets. But then someone used the elements that they knew to create a bigger narrative. Yeah. But that narrative was, and again, I would say to you this: if what I was accused of was true, I'd be in jail now. Yeah. I'd be there. I would have been there from then, and I'd be there for the next 10 years. Yeah. You understand? So, and my accuser has vanished.
And I'm sure loads of people can relate to listen to this interview right now, Rodney. These days, the lies is more entertaining than the
and
truth.
especially through COVID times when everyone was in their house, looking at their computer, watching their Instagram or whatever.
100%.
It was easy to get caught up in that whirlwind. But like I say, I give thanks for it still. Like, in hindsight, it taught me some valuable lessons, and it taught me who my people are.
I'll tell you, social media is a gift and a curse. I talk about it all the time.
Absolutely. My youths don't have it.
Seriously.
My youths don't have it. They don't have it. Like, they have a WhatsApp page that my wife controls for them. They don't have Instagram. They don't have TikTok. They don't have Snapchat. My daughters are 12 and 13. That is not polluting their mind with that. And the anxiety that kids get with it. Yeah. And you know, the bullying in school now, you carry it back in your bag and you bring it home and it's on your phone. That ain't coming in.
No, 100%.
And plus, I don't want to have to knock out nobody's strictly, you know. So I don't I don't want to hear about it. But my youths don't have them things.
So we've probably worked out that it's nearly 40 years. Yeah. And I think when it is 40 years, you need to do something for the 40 years because it must be nearly there. We must be nearly there.
I've been rapping for more than 40 years. And my career as an artist is about 37 years. About 37, maybe even 38 years. It's
40 years, you got to have a big one. You got to do something.
Yeah, man, we're going to do something. We're going to do something.
Even just to celebrate your time in the industry.
I'm going to do something.
Your service in the industry. Yeah. Now, forwarding on, we're in 2025. We can go on for. I can't believe that we've been talking for over an hour.
Already?
I thought it was only 35 minutes. I just got a message from Too Bad. I think he's had a situation.
He had the situation that I had last time. It happened.
No, I think his car's broke down.
Oh, this is what I'm saying. Things happen.
Anything can happen.
I want to salute my brother Too Bad.
Big up Too Bad.
Let me take an opportunity because I don't know if all your listeners know who Too Bad is.
Yeah.
Right now, he's one of the most exciting MCs on the scene.
Facts.
Go check his Instagram. If you want to hear bars with substance and content, he's a you should be listening to because he's going absolutely wicked. It's not no throwaway thing. It's concise, constructive, lyrical, cultural. Love him as an artist. Love him.
Do you know what? Let's document it again. No, I'm doing documents this morning because sometimes they don't believe you until they see it.
Real, brother.
Some people don't believe what they hear sometimes. You know, they want to see it now. That's the time we're in.
That's
the time we're in. They're like, you never said that.
Yeah, man. I would say that unashamedly. I've always took time to support the artists that I like, and you see Too Bad, see you there. You see Too Bad right now. That youth there is one of the most exciting artists coming out of the UK. His lyrics have content and meaning and cultural expression, and he's exciting. So it's not just he's some boring rapper who's talking about the struggle, it's the struggle. Nah, he's a highly skilled, motivated MCs with bars. So if you don't know him, go look him up. Too Bad, number 2 Badder. Instagram or wherever you need to go find him.
And
Wicked.
I put a post out a few months ago about my top 5 rappers from the UK in the last 15 years.
See?
In the last 15 years.
Remember, I've been there 40 something. So
Yeah,
it's all right
you're
if
not
I'm
included.
in it.
You're
It's
a
all right.
different,
It's all right.
different echelon. So it was Wretch, Kano, Getz. Who else is in there? I can't remember who else is in there, but I had an honourable mention
Too bad.
to Badder.
Too bad is hard, man. Too bad
One
is
of the
hard.
baddest. One
Hard,
of the baddest.
hard.
No,
Absolutely
seriously.
wicked. Now,
So,
but you see what you just said? Top
Yeah.
5 MCs. Them MCs I just mentioned would all be considered grime artists. But they're all rappers.
yes.
You understand?
There
So
you
I know
go.
there's that argument within, boy, this is hip hop and that's grime, but da-da-da. I sit in the middle.
Yeah.
So I got grime man. Now this ain't hip hop, and I got hip hop man. Now that ain't like, brother. As the man, as you would say, the OG who sat here the longest and seen it all unfold in front of me. That's family. That's
Family.
tree.
Family.
That's
And the reason why I
family tree.
picked those because they've very few grime artists can make the transition of
Yeah.
making a rap
Yeah.
tune or a hip hop tune. A lot of them have tried it,
Yeah.
but I think those guys I mentioned. Oh yeah, Chip was in there
Chip-
as well.
Chip
was in
he's
there.
a rapper,
Yeah,
you
Chip,
still.
Wretch, Getz. They've made that transition
Yeah.
where they can.
You know
actually
what? When
do
you're doing them
both.
things there, yeah, if you talk about grime MCs, you can never leave out Nole.
Oh my
Nole
goodness.
for me, like, listen, I know man's terrified that she might come try chop off the other day. Because if Nole's
She's
coming, you got problems,
crazy.
man.
She's crazy.
wicked.
Her and a girl called Lady Likes.
Yeah, I know, lady. Like,
Oh my-
They're going
she's
on
an
with things. They're going on with
animal.
things. It's a new
Animal.
day.
And
But
you know
I mean,
what?
it's not like it's a new day because Nole's been there for decades.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And you know what? Lady Likes, she sent for the man them, you know.
So you?
And they all got vexed. No, they all started being a bit personal, like,
yeah.
that's not how you're going to blow up in the scene.
Yeah,
and they was
yeah,
making all these excuses.
yeah.
But she said, I thought this was the culture.
See?
They didn't want to know.
Yeah,
None of them
one
wanted
of them
to
is the
know.
clash thing. We're clash like. Yeah. Well, I just put my hands up now. Nole, love you, sis. Lady Likes, I think you're bad. Don't send for me because I'm not coming. Like, I'm not no battle rapper. You can go and battle my Spotify catalog. There's years worth of tune on there. Battle that as long as you like, but please don't send for me. I'm a fan. Yeah?
But if we're talking groups and my rappers,
Yeah.
like for the UK, this is my rapper for
Well,
the
all
UK.
right, go on.
Because like Wretch and them and they come way later.
Cray. Yeah, man.
Way later.
yeah,
Way
yeah.
later. But I'm talking about, you see London Posse, you see Bionic and Rodney,
See?
and you see Demon Boys.
See? Mike
Oh
J,
my
Demon D.
God, Million
You got
Dan.
DJ Devastate.
Oh my
Yeah, Twilight
goodness.
Firm. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's
I hear
my
you, bro.
youth.
But you
That's
see,
me.
again,
Yeah.
why? Like, there's not going to be many artists from the 80s and 90s who them man could name.
No.
Like, if you ask Wretch, who do you know from back then? He would say, well, I know the Rodney Priest. You ask Gigs, who do you know from back then?
Yeah.
I know the Rodney Priest because I'm the one who's been there the most consistent. I know
100%.
familiarity breeds contempt. So there's a lot of man sitting out here and don't like me because my success does bond them.
Yeah.
But make it bond
Yeah,
them.
but I
yes.
got tired
I've been
for
here.
serious.
You see what I'm saying? But I've been here and I know that the artists that I grew up making music with, them man ain't here no more.
Facts.
And then in the 2000s, when I'm dealing with, like, not dealing with, it's all love, but I'm dealing with this new set of artists, most of them man ain't here no more.
No, real
I'm
talk.
here.
Real
You understand? Most of them man ain't never made no documentary trying to document the history of what we grew up and how we did. I've done that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I've put out the label. There's a lot of UK artists who tell you they never heard themselves on the radio until me and Skips put them on the radio. That's a fact. You understand? Because we were doing a show that wasn't about commercial hip hop. It was about what we consider to be good hip hop, and we could get that from anywhere. So, you know, yeah, man, I've been there. I've done the soldier work. I've done the donkey work. I carried the lifted.
So it's fair to say then, Rods, you was born to fly. What you say?
I like how you work that, you know. Yeah, you see that special K, you know. When that man's been on radio for a long time, now he knows how to work the angles. He done that. You were smooth how you did that. I hear that. Yeah.
No, bro. You was born to fly,
Yeah,
brother. You was born
yeah.
to fly.
I've been there,
Because
man.
the new EP, oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
like that,
You
good.
know I've been championing it,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
good,
From
man.
the time you
My
said it
brother.
to me, I was like,
My
oh
brother.
my goodness.
Yeah, good.
No, I'm going to say this categorically. Any DJ that says like, you know what, I'm into hip hop and you haven't got this on your playlist.
Yeah.
You should really be
You're
ashamed
slacking
of yourself.
now.
No, seriously, you should
And
be ashamed
especially
of yourself.
since I'm so easy to find.
Yeah, you should be ashamed of yourself.
_UK on any platform, you can find me. I'm
Yeah,
easy to find. And if you send me a message, I will send it to you, no problem. So.
Nah, you should. No, seriously, just throw away all your equipment, your laptops,
Yeah,
and all that.
you're late.
All the pretty lights,
You're
throw
late.
them away.
Yeah.
Seriously, because if this is not on your playlist, I don't know what you're doing. Tell me about the new EP and tell me about this single. Born
All
to
right,
Fly.
it's called Born to Fly. You know what? I put it out as an EP because I just wanted some music out. I ain't really been putting out music, and that's been part of the thing for me.
Right.
Like on the music side, no one ain't really seen me too often these days.
Yeah.
My pen is sharp right now, so I put out. It's a 4-track EP. Born to Fly featuring Courtney John, who's an international reggae artist. I got a tune called Leviathan on there, which is a straight lyrics thing. I just wanted to remind man that man know how to rap, you know, cause real thing. What else is on there? License featuring Harry Shutter and Carousel. So basically this EP is a hip-hop reggae EP, but I'm coming from different angles. There's a more dancehall kind of vibes, a more reggae vibes, a more jungle kind of vibes, but it's all based on a hip-hop reggae. I got to say big up to my man Ramon Judah. He's on another tune on there with me called, what I call again? Yeah, Street Again. There you go.
There you
It's
go,
called
Street Again.
Yeah, and then there's an extended mix of the Born to Fly tune with more Courtney John in it. So there's variety and flavour, but it's a hip hop reggae thing, Rodney P thing. You know what I mean?
Can you introduce that this morning, please?
All right, so people, go on and big up yourself. Salute on this Saturday afternoon. The sun is shining, the music is running, Special K is doing his thing, and as it says, we're born to fly.
The Leviathan.
Hey, no, they can play that one. They're still, you know. Play it still. Play 2 tune. Why not?
We're looking at Tutu.
Yeah, why not?
Let's go.
All right, Born to Fly.
Just like the clouds sailing through the sky. Maybe we were born to fly. Just like the rainbow coloring the sky. Maybe we were born to fly. Oh.
Hey, another day starts, it's just an ordinary day. I put my war face on cause I'm a brave heart. I play my part cause I know what my position is. That's how I deal with this condition that I'm living with. You see, my sickness is I'm sick of this. And when it comes to wickedness, man, I'm the wickedest. But we rise up, come we lift the vibes up. Hey yo, I got the rockers for the shutters, come we make the pressure drop. In this world full of pebbles, I'm a rock. The stone that the builder refused is now the foundation block. Rhythm killer on the thing hot, so we're shining. You say you're grinding, but that must be the gears, cause you're going nowhere. You're still on the same square that you've been on for years. Ragamuffin, keep it moving round here. We stay awake and prepared.
Like the clouds sailing through the sky. Maybe we're born to fly. Just like the rainbow coloring the sky. Maybe we're born to fly. Oh.
These new youths can't fight, so they're shooters. And they ain't about the revolution, they're just looters. They bark a lot, but they're toothless. And everybody's telling them they're useless, and it seems like they believe them. Hey, but they been lying to you, young'un. Cause better days are coming, draw the curtain, let the sun in. Get up, get out, get something, get it running. Avoid the incoming and bring some incoming. In this world full of pebbles, I'm a rock. Rhythm killer, free range cock, not no battery chicken. All the while the clock is ticking, in this world we sin. So I'ma let the bottle spin till I get my wings. And my body gets weak, but my ego stays healthy. Means I need a hand, but I won't let nobody help me. Can't tell me nothing, the cards the Lord dealt me. I'ma play and always win, I'm doing my thing.
Just like a race where the stakes are high. Don't let your tears take your eyes off the prize. Don't fret of your shadow. Give thanks for the light. You've got to know you were born to fly.
Hey.
So hold on and don't let go.
Hang on,
Hold on and don't let go.
hang on then.
Hold on and don't let go.
As we move,
Hold on and don't
as
let
we
go.
move.
It's your time for real. It's
Okay. We're gonna just.
No sound
Stop
in
that
the
minute.
world can play this.
All right. We're queued up. Want to do something just live before because the time is running away. We didn't even realize the time, you know. We didn't even realize the time. And so there you have it. That is the brand new single from Rodney's brand new EP, Born to Fly, featuring Courtney John. We love it. But you know what? We didn't even realize the time. We do apologize to Badder. I know, but a lot of information. And I've never had a lot of that information on my show ever. So, yeah, man, thanks for the time, man. Thanks for the time. So what we're doing, we're going live performance now. Should we do that? I think it's time.
Can we do the Leviathan? Let me give you some lyrics.
Let's give me some lyrics live. Let's do it.
Is it on now? Oh, I've been here talking, and you quit here now. Nah, it's good. I'm gonna jump in. Let it go. Hey yo, listen, slaying the Leviathan. Don't be distracted by the looting and the rioting. The eagle and the dragon and the bear are conspiring. Lion is the rightful heir, but they're denying him. Justifying their empire in no matter how them try a thing, we have to glorify the king. You feel me? Rhythm killer inside. Listen. Hey, cause Rhythm Killer taught the thing, I don't promote a gimmick. Too much apologizing, can we put some soldiers in it? Too many backbiters, too many vultures in it. Scared of a black planet, hate to see the culture in it. I push this thing, I want the edge, I don't respect the limit. Cause I don't feel finite, I feel infinite. And thankful when I hear a youth say I inspired them. I thank them cause their youthful energy is inspiring. You know we're kings in it, don't need no sympathy. Just need a queen that I can ask to come and sing for me. I wrote a symphony upon a timpani and called it infamy. Because they all got it in for me. But I ain't watching them, I'm Stevie wondering. Them man are underlings, see me I'm on some other things. And if your attitude affects your latitude, the man's to know to come up off the roads and use the avenues. And we can roll again. This long time we set the pace, now we're some older men. But still I hold a pen. You see, cause what I found is now we're living in the future. Thing goes to the cloud unless you write it down. I sense a danger, I'ma hold my thought to write it down later. Technology versus nature. Just give me paper and I'ma share my gift from the creator. It's something you can keep, that's not data for real. Warm and easy as we move. Special K the part the ones and twos, you hear me? Rhythm Killer inside when we come, we bring vibes on this lovely Saturday afternoon. You gotta love it. Ragamuffin, everything, nothing of it. Gonna tell your friends. Yeah.
Jeez. Rodney P live in the building. Yeah. Anton, I need that rhythm. I need
it
that
works,
rhythm.
innit?
Yeah, that's mad.
It works, innit?
That's mad. Yeah. I feel like some dub plates coming on. But yeah, I need the rhythm. You have it lined up? You know,
you've got something.
I've got something lined up. Yeah.
You see, there's a man threw a curveball in. Let's see where
No,
we're
man,
going
this
now.
is-
What you got for me now?
This is the Godfather, you know. He's live on the Universal show. Massive show. Someone said Battersea vibes.
You don't know, you know how we get down. Who's that?
I like that. Ollie, fill up yourself, Ollie.
yeah.
DJ Parks. I see you all on the. All right. Now we're gonna get something really exclusive. You've never witnessed this before. He's never done this on no other show, no radio show. You're gonna get a London Posse medley, exclusive for the Universal show.
All right, come on, try.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Curveball, but it's all good.
All right, kicking off with Money Mad first. Let's go.
Hey yo, come on in mad. You them London Tower and raise them, come on in mad. Money mad, them come on in mad, money mad. Listen, run come catch the reggae, run go tell your friend that the London Posse is money mad again. Come follow me, we are gonna tell you about the bad boy them. If it now reach return to eat, who send me ball? London Posse, talking about the ones who are bad. That don't sound too bad.
Hey, watch the flames, watch the flames. Watch it,
Hey yo, come on in mad. You them London Tower nowadays, them come on in mad. Money mad, them come on in mad, money mad. Them come on in mad. So yeah, run come catch the reggae, run go tell your friend that the London Posse money mad again. Come follow me, we are gonna tell you about the bad boy them. If it not reach your turn to eat, who send me bad? London Posse, talking about the ones who are bad. Catch you them come on in mad, boom. They see you living, they lick it and they long gun. A pussy get stomped on, rough like Long John. Silver could be a mugger, could a safe cracker, could be a robber, a hitman, a rock computer hacker to be a earner. You call him Earnerton. Couple gold rings and a fat piece of earner thumb. But his brandish in a raid, coulda not, it coulda fade. Bang got sprayed and pounds was made. Listen the airways on the police receiver. Cause everybody have them on a mad fever. Come on, them,
How's life in London? What are you talking about?
How's life in London?
Watch the flames. Universal show.
How does it start? It's been a minute. Yeah, them style of road boy, but dang dang. Anyway, me them have the boom style for them. And any boy will test me them life it up for end. Because we punch up a pussy like Watson did Ben. But then again, like how Ben done me kill them. If them boy them are your friend, you better tell them. Careers we end them and them things you talk, you best defend them. Cause some wicked man will hit you with the venom. Yeah, them styler. Sexy bodies put we hood in the move. Cause we rude and a posse connection so we move. Yeah, you hear me dude, big up the cruise we can't lose. And it's be a big thing for all the... You know what, I don't even remember the first line of House Life in London now. But trust me people, I've been here a long time. I got too much looks in my head.
Jump around any tune, doesn't matter.
I didn't remember how to jump around though. How'd that go?
Come
Don't go get the reggae, I'm gonna tell you. Nah, come get the reggae. Boy, brother, you keep your car, brother. It's like London Post lyrics. Let me see what we got. Hey. All I wanna do is live like the other half do. Instead I sit in my yard and screw. All I wanna do is live like the other half do. Instead I sit in my home and screw. I don't know the rest. They're gonna have to work with that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you're talking about some 40-year-old lyrics, but
that's crazy.
But you see
that's
that,
crazy.
you know, you see the good things timeless. I'm going home to study some London Pussy tune. Next time you see me, I'll give you the full catalogue.
Don't worry, man. Do you know what? I think I want my dub on that, you know.
Yeah,
Can you
anything you
imagine?
need, bruv.
Yeah,
Anything you need.
Let's do it, man. I want it on
Anything you
that.
need, you can get. You
So
don't
there
know
you
it's
have it.
special.
Rodney P live on the You'd enjoy that, innit?
That was fun still. Forgive me, people. I forgot a couple lyrics on my old boy now. But yeah, next time I come, full catalogue. You're done.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah,
Yeah, that was fun still.
So that's fine. we like to create the vibe.
Yeah,
innit?
right, good.
You know what I
Vibes
mean?
is high. Vibes is high.
Right, so before we get out the door, how long we got, Anton? Literally 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Should we do quick fires and then we get out the door, innit?
Quick fires. Oh,
Couple of quick fires
Yeah,
quickly.
man.
Let's do it. Okay. What we got? What's playing there? Let me stop this. Okay, let's do quick fires. Okay. Where we going? Let's go. Isley Brothers, Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder. Easy.
Bounty Killer, Beanie Man.
Ooh, Beanie Man.
Coronation Street, EastEnders.
Boy, EastEnders back when EastEnders were shocking. Yeah, then and Ange days.
LL Cool J, Jay-Z.
Ooh, that's a good one. Like you have to be of a certain age to remember just how exciting and new LL Cool J was, you know. But I'm gonna go Jay-Z though.
You going Jay-Z?
I'm gonna go Jay-Z.
Okay. Slick
That's
Rick.
a hard one. That's a hard one.
That's
though.
a hard one.
That's a hard one. Yeah.
Slick Rick, Ghostface Killer.
Ah, brother, you're killing me, bro. Slick Rick.
Slick Rick, all
Slick
day.
Rick. Not all day, but most days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Premiere, Dr. Dre.
Primo, man. Primo. I'm a boom back you know. West Dr. J, big him up still, but Primo's the thing.
Timberland, Neptunes.
Neptunes. Ooh, wait. Might be. Ooh. Boy, you're killing me, bro. Timberland.
Stephanie Mills, Shaka Khan.
Come on, man.
I love this. Every time I do it, there's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a
I'm gonna
problem.
say Shaka Khan. You know what? I'm gonna pick one on every question. I'm gonna say Shaka Khan.
Final answer, Shaka Khan over Stephanie Mills.
Yeah, but bro, I even put up a Stephanie Mills post the other day. I love me some Stephanie Mills and all, bruv.
That's
But
crazy.
Shaka Khan.
That's crazy.
Shaka
Shaka Khan.
What? And
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
You got me worried and you ain't even said it yet.
Yeah. Oh, no, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there.
Yeah, all right.
We're gonna go there. Flowetry, Jane.
That is ready. Your audience is a connoisseur selection, you know. Lord, Johnny. I'm gonna have to say Johnny, you know. And you know what it is? I'm thinking in my head. I'm a vinyl man, so I'm thinking about my rack of records and whose section is bigger. And I got a few Johnny's still. But I do love a Flowetry.
Of course, Marsha and Natalie. Of course.
Sound in the world.
That's the last tune as we leave, and we're busting.
Don't worry, we're gonna play that when we leave. Before we leave. All right. Soul to Soul, Loose Ends.
Loose ends. Jazzy, my bridge, you know. Love up all of the Soul to Soul crew. But Loose Ends are special. Big up, Carl. Brother, last time we did the show when my man was here.
Raheem Devon.
Right, you played a Loose Ends tune. I actually I
Do
got
you
it off him when they done the remix version and
I'm
they
so
slowed
glad
it down
you said
again.
that.
Yeah, bro, the tune's so.
Remember, he gave it to me to premiere. You know? You
I
remember?
remember. I went out and got it. I got him online. I paid for it.
That's crazy. The tune's crazy.
You know what it is? I prefer support artists.
No, 100%.
And
100%.
that tune is crazy.
Big up Carl. Anyway,
Big
you
up
run.
Carl.
He don't leave me an inch.
Big up Carl.
He doesn't leave me an inch. All right, where we going? Let's do a couple of others. Ooh, I've got some good ones here. Beverly Knight, Gabrielle.
Beverly Knight.
Beverly Knight,
Beverly
all
Knight.
day.
Yeah.
All day. Earth, Wind and Fire.
Now you were going all over the place. Now this brother.
Where we going, Anton? Earth, Wind and Fire.
I've got a lot of Earth, Wind and Fire albums in my
Yeah, I
house.
bet you have. What group can we put up there with Earth, Wind and Fire? Isley Brothers.
Now you did that already.
Did I do that already?
Yeah.
Did I do that with
already.
Stevie Wonder?
Yeah.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah. See, there's a couple of names I'm hoping you don't say it.
Same magnitude as Earth, Wind and Fire. Shalimar.
Now, Shalimar, here's the thing. Shalimar had a window. They had a window.
Great
when
window.
Was keeping up. Well, Howard Hewitt and his voice and Jodie Watley with her fineness and Jeffrey Daniels with his bass playing skills and ability. But it's got to be Earth, Wind and Fire.
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Got to be.
Okay. Wretch, Kano.
Wretch.
Wretch all day.
Yeah.
General Levy, Top Cat.
I told you I'm going to pick one for all of them. Both of them are my brethren still, you know. I hope they're not listening.
Top Cat probably
They're
is.
probably listening. Top Cat, man.
Top Cat probably is listening.
Top
General
Cat.
Levy's probably somewhere in
Top
Europe.
Cat, man. Top Cat.
Yeah, Top Cat
I know
all
what,
day.
that's not because you said he's listening. Top Cat is just
Yeah,
he's got a vibes where it's just it's different. You know what? Levy's got the big tunes.
Yes.
Top Cat has got the vibes.
Right,
You know what I
okay.
mean? It's like
Okay.
when you watch Super Cat and it's just, you know what I mean? The swag is just through the roof. You know that way that Top Cat.
Okay, you want one more?
Go on then now.
Want to do one more? You like this, innit?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
You
man.
like
This
it,
is all right.
You like this? Okay. Messi, Ronaldo.
I know enough man would say Messi still, you know. And I know enough man got enough to say about Ronaldo. But I think just the way he's been able to maintain his career and his body, and I'm going to say Ronaldo. Although I think Messi has a lot of highlights.
He looks a bit peed off.
Yeah.
Oh, you say Ronaldo as well over Messi?
Yeah,
Okay.
So most people I
Just
know will
checking.
say Messi, but you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ronaldo, you got to give him his ratings. And the thing is, let me tell you the truth what it is. As a football man still, I'm a football man still. Messi was great at Barca. And he done all right at PSG. And now he's the don in America. But you see, Cristiano Ronaldo, he's done it. Blood clot everywhere. Spain, Italy, England, everywhere. If he touch down, he's busting up the league.
Yeah.
That's what I see.
Yeah. Listen, I think that's it, you know.
Yeah.
I think that's
That's
it.
been fun, you know.
That's
I can't
a
lie,
wrap.
enjoying myself.
That is a wrap.
I enjoy
That's what
myself.
you call
Yeah, man.
that was a wrap,
Big
Anton.
up Too Bad J
That's
still
Too
in the
Bad.
building. Yeah.
you know what? Any last things you'd like to say before you get out of the door today?
I just want to big up all the crew. I want to thank you for the invitation.
Come on,
Definitely,
man.
definitely. Big up all the radio crew. Just Cool Radio.
Of course.
Because we need the platforms and the outlets. Big up to the audience tuning in. Appreciate you. If I haven't bored you to death and you're still there, go on, I salute you.
No, look, they're loving it. They're loving it, bro. They're loving
Well,
it.
big them up, man.
They're loving it.
Oh, right, I didn't even see that.
That's what I'm saying. They're loving it, bro.
Okay, well,
and do you know what? I have to apologize once again because the amount of messages I get
Yeah, it's
on the
been a
board.
lot. Now I'm looking
and
at it. It's the
Yes, and I don't read them. I don't read them. It's so bad. They think it's
See?
special. You got no manners. My apologies.
Lord.
My apologies.
Big up,
but-
baby D. Big up,
Yeah,
baby
yeah,
D. No
yeah,
doubt.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Ollie.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Big
really,
up, Ollie.
really entertaining. I see
See?
him.
I appreciate it.
It was really entertaining.
Yeah, man. It was fun too. It was fun too. It's important that we have fun.
And like what we were saying earlier on, no offense, but you couldn't go to another show and have this
You
vibe.
know, this is part of it. You know, we need more of this. This is what I was saying to you. It's we're gonna have to go back to climbing up tower blocks and getting it to get the music played, or just know where you're coming on a Saturday.
You know where to come on a
check
Saturday
the dog.
morning.
You know what I mean?
Socials before you get out the door, please, Rods.
Yeah, firstly, remember, Born to Fly EP is out now across all networks. You can get that. Wait out, I'm going to be doing a special 7-inch vinyl collection too, so look out for that. It's Rodney P UK or Rodney P _ UK on all socials. I make it easy to find me, come and not hide from nobody. So, yeah, come look for me.
Just what I said, you don't know if it's a girl, I'm assuming it's a boy or a girl. So they went,
Yeah,
they went to school with you?
Big up, Ollie.
Yeah. they
Boy,
went-
I'm going to have to take your word for that
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, man. It is what it is. But listen, you guys have been great. Massive shout out to all the silent listeners, all the online people as well.
Yeah. Dawson's neighbor, okay.
Okay.
Rodney and Michael, them, yeah, okay, I get you. I hear you, yeah, big up, Ollie.
Messages are rolling in.
Yeah.
They're rolling in. I love that.
Yeah.
And
All
this-
right,
this
today's
is
been a good day.
This is where they are every Saturday, bro.
See?
They're here, man. You see in abundance.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
that.
love it,
Listen,
love it.
we're gonna roll out with this one. Yeah, we're out the door.
This one produced by. Oh, no, not that one.
Yeah.
Which one?
It wasn't this one, no?
No, not that
It
one.
wasn't this one?
The Leviathan.
No,
No.
next one.
That's Born to Fly second.
Then the third.
Third.
No,
Alright,
or the
that's
fourth.
license.
Yeah,
You want
that's what
shoot again?
No,
Oh, you want
I
license? Oh, you want license? Oh, with Harry Potter, Harry Potter.
Carousel. This is like kind of jungly kind of vibes.
No, it's
Chrissy
bad,
Chris.
it's bad.
Chrissy Chris, Kenny Ken's son, done the production on this. Yeah, check the vibe. But people, peace, I'm out. Big up Special K and all the muscles.
This one here is dangerous, like angel dust. I'm ready to bust the mic quick, nothing is phasing us. I am the pen, not what you're blazing up. Raising up the game, are you keeping up? You got heart, but you're not deep enough. Chatting about me, saying I ain't streeting up. Pushing up your chest beats, I'm beating up. Big in the game, no longer creeping up. I'm on stages, why you sweeping up? Prime time, that's my status. Making hits and making papers. In and out, truths I've been about. Turbo charging now, I want bigger amounts. I want a bigger house, bigger bank balance. So I need them beats with a bigger bounce. Like this one, it's a Chris one. Chrissy Chris roll with the big guns. They compare me to the big punch. Halo Twister and all of the sick ones. My tune will make a boy twist one. One leg skank, I split so quick, son. My tune will make a man lick one. Into the air, no gun, just big fun. That's how we're doing it. Flow so skippy like kangaroos. I just can't stop killing it. Every time I sit down, build bars, then spit them out, they start willing it. I'm the reload king of it. But before you clock, you'll start feeling it. I'm so into this, that's why I innovate. Gone for a sec, but I'll be back in a bit.
Perhaps a further demonstration of my powers is necessary.
Check my license and my credentials. Armed with real passion, brute force, pads and pencils. No paint my numbers, my team snap the stencils. We colour outside the lines, our concepts are mental. My teachers never got it, they ignored the potential. And now the combo's mental on this Chrissy instrumental. In the cup with two guns like Wahlberg and Denzel. Summer slam wrestle, grab the popcorn and the pretzels. I did the project and my fans back me. You stuck around like bad acne, dipping your fingers in the diesel baggy. I smashed the setup and shout taxi. They pour the scotch out and stay classy. The rhythm killer and the double dragon. Harry Brown shoots your plan B with loaded weapons. You're a shit MC with no takers. After every 16 you're shouting reload select.
I have one more tune to play.
Hey yo, listen.
What is the matter with you, Rodney?
It's like them boy that don't know me. There's one rhythm killer alone, that's me only. P, your big homie. Them boy, they pony. And she just want for blow me, and I really want for let her. You ask me how I'm doing, I'm good and I'm getting better. Cause this hustle hustle I'm pursuing is leading me to this cheddar. Believe me, go getter. P stand for pepper, with bun them liquor heifer. I'ma be here forever, ever. And I apply pressure, I'm the vice grip. And plus I know some vice chicks to get nice with. I'm nice with it, when I touch it, I'm the ISIS. I'm ice with it, man, I bang it in a crisis. Cause a commotion, I'm the proud daddy on the sideline boasting. I'm little league coaching. London pussy birth the style where they're promoting. Now it's P for Prime Minister, go on and get your votes in.
Roadblock.
Big up to everyone locked in. You're tuned into Just Cool Radio, where the vibes are real and the mission is strong. We're more than music. We're about community, culture, and connection. Alongside our radio shows, we're proud to work with the Eyes of Many CIC, a grassroots organisation making real change, supporting young people, families, and those needing that extra push forward. Whether it's through sports, media, mentorship, events, or just showing up for the community, we're here with purpose. We're always looking for volunteers, creatives, mentors, and local champions to join the movement. So if you've got skills, time, or passion to give, or you're looking for support yourself, reach out. Head to www.JusCoolRadio.com and www.eyesofmanycommunity.com or connect with us directly at eyesofmanycommunity@gmail.com. Let's keep building, growing, and representing together. One community, many eyes, one voice. Disturbing the silence, catching the eyes of many.
Are you looking to take your business, community project, or product to the next level? Want to reach a dynamic and engaged audience? Look no further than JusCoolRadio.com. At Just Cool Radio, we offer the perfect platform to showcase your brand. Our diverse programming and loyal listeners are the ideal match for your advertising needs. Whether you're a local business, an emerging entrepreneur, we've got you covered. Want to add some star power to your event? Book Just Cool Radio talent to bring excitement and professionalism to your next big occasion. Our talented hosts and DJs will keep your audience entertained and engaged. Don't miss out on this incredible opportunity. Visit JusCoolRadio.com today to learn more about our affordable advertising packages and booking options. Just Cool Radio, disturbing the silence, catching the eyes of many.